Hey guys, Stephanie here. Please hit that like, subscribe, and share. Thank you to all my new subscribers. Really means a lot to me. So, do you feel like you're taking crazy pills? Dude, what is up? I don't know what's crazier or funnier when you have Adam Schiff reading a tweet out in the middle of an impeachment trial or people in the news getting butthurt and crying over Arby's saying, keep your badass kids at home. We don't want them in our restaurant. We all know what it's like to have some kind of really bratty kid around, you know what I mean? There are those kids and we all undercover want to smack that kid. I don't know anybody who's okay with somebody's really badass kid running around crazy. Nobody likes that. They're a private business. They can say, hey, if your kid is going to throw food everywhere, jump up and down, create a disturbance, and you cannot control your kid. If you cannot control your kid, do not come in our restaurant. They have the right to say that. Get out of your feelings. And what is with the media putting this whole spin, like Google? If you Google Michelle Obama, there's all this beautiful, wondrous worship and praise to the ex-FLOTUS. Oh, no. Okay, but if you Google Melania Trump, they have the most scoured, negative pictures, all these awful negative things to say when she does a lot of freaking good. And it's also sad that the media is spinning this and totally covering for Democrats. It's like this country, they're willing to allow hearsay to impeach a president off of what somebody thinks about somebody else's thoughts in a conversation. So if they can impeach a president on hearsay, if someone charges you for murder off of somebody hearing you say something and you don't have the right to defend yourself, you don't have the right to face your accuser, are you going to be okay with that? Because this is not just about Democrats and Republicans. This is way deeper, way deeper. Because this is just an act. I mean, they even suck at it. Democrats are smirking through these whole trials. And you have dumbass Rashid Tlaib out there saying that only black people should be allowed to be police officers and scan facial recognition. You have AOC out there literally telling you, this is all a ruse just to get Trump out because we can't beat him. We can't beat him and we can't lose power. And we don't want anybody to see us for the sociopath, narcissistic, crazy people we are. So we're just going to keep lying and lying and lying and lying no matter how obvious it is. So in the meantime, you have people literally attacking each other, hating each other all over one man. One man who's bringing jobs back, who's making medications affordable, fixing the opioid crisis. He's done so much. And all these people can do is sit there and now mock him. Oh, Trump, do your job. All y'all have done for all of this has been the worst soap opera, in a foreign language. Those, this is not racist, one of those Asian soap operas or Mexican ones that are kind of just that's some really cheesy acting, Every race has them. Get over yourselves. So that's pretty much what it's like watching. And you're just is this for real? Is this really happening? And then Adam Schiff reads the tweet out. Dude, it's an impeachment trial. Why are you on your phone on Twitter? You're not supposed to be on Twitter in the first place. This is ridiculous. Do you know how many homeless shelters, rehab centers, how many vets? What all the millions upon millions and millions of dollars that they've spent into all these ridiculous investigations that only show their crimes and out themselves have wasted. They could have done so much good with it. And instead of being proactive, productive, what do? It's negative. And now California, grades K through 12. They're saying, math is racist. I'm sorry, but Sumerians and the people who created math were people of color. Know your freaking history. Math is not racist. And the only people taking all the polls and counting everybody are Democrats. Who else? We are in 2019. We just had a black president for 2 terms. Miss Michelle Obama saying you experienced white flight. No, you did not. You didn't. You're race baiting and it's disgusting. And you should be ashamed of yourself. And your books aren't that great either. But I mean, come on. Like, when are people going to start being honest about the obvious, like, hate? And instead of just, like, being the bigger person, they just keep going and going and going. Math is not racist, people. Okay, that's like saying there's language that we use when we speak is considered racist, so should we all just stop speaking? I mean, it's the dumbest crap I've ever heard. The dumbest. And instead of teaching kids, like, about Tesla and stuff like the ancient civilizations, what are they teaching them? Oh, God, statistics on your race and your zip code. They are indoctrinating these kids. Kamala Harris wants to extend school hours to help people with childcare costs. We know it's not about that. We know. You got people in so much debt with taxes and loans and all this other crap. They've got to work and leave their kids behind because they got to pay your taxes that they vote against. So for you to offer extra hours is cute because you don't even have a kid. So you don't even know what it's like. People like tax cuts and stuff because then they can spend time with their kids and they don't have as much taxes taken out, so they can actually go on vacations and stuff. So keeping your kids in school till 6 p.m. so you can indoctrinate them some more. Come on. People, we got to stand up for our kids who are in the mess of all this. I mean, it's to the point where kids intimidate their parents and parents are scared of their kids. And then you have like counselors in the system like, is your mommy mean to you? Did you not get a trophy like everyone else? It's like, God, stop doing this to these kids. It's bad enough. You just had a kid go into a school and shoot up other kids and himself. Instead of making something positive in CNN, MSNBC, and all this hate, negative, white people, supremacy. No, dude, I'm sorry, but I'm in Texas. I went to Kansas for a wedding, and there was nothing but white people, and it was awkward to me because I felt out of place. So I don't really think people are really judging each other, considering the majority of people are mixed and whatnot. I mean, come on. The only people you hear talking about all these negative talking points are Democrats. Okay? So when you look at the facts and you get your butthurt feelings out of it, it's clear as day what is going on. But people are so wrapped up in, ooh, I don't want somebody to not like me, or like my trolls. Okay, listen to me. You telling me and saying that because I'm white and thick and I support Trump, I'm a Russian? Grow up. Like, people like you, I don't want you on my channel because you're the problem. You're disgusting. If you don't like what someone says or anything about them, you don't have to listen. You don't have to like, you don't have to subscribe. You can move along. I don't want people like you on my channel. Okay? Unlike the rest of people, I like like-minded people who think like me and who will do positive, not a bunch of negative crap. There's too much negative. Don't you think there's enough suicide and stuff like that? And for you to say I'm thick, what if I had an eating disorder or something? You know, for as much as the left likes to say what hate speech and bullying is, it's okay to say that to me, but if I turn around and say something to you, you'll call the internet police, or you'll report something because she said she hurt my feelings. And it's a double standard, and people are sick of it. So, Stephanie, I'm out. Like, subscribe, share. Bye.